Hello, welcome to the channel. This video is about adverbs. Let's get started. This time we will talk about adverbs of time. Let's take a look what area we gonna cover. Adverbs of time. We will talk about some useful adverbs and verbal phases of time, and also covering some special adverbs of time like late, short, and other adverbs of time which use present perfect tense. Besides, we will talk about positions of adverbs of time and time adverbs, as well as some adverbs of time before the main verb or after the auxiliary verb, and imperatives and phases with adverbs, and some other hints. So, what is adverbs of time? And what is the function of adverbs of time? Adverbs of time is telling us more about what time an action happens, or the things that we are using the adverbs of time to modify. Let's take a look into the details. Adverbs of time tell us when someone does something, what time he does it, or when something happens. And they always answer questions like when and how long, the duration, and many adverbs of time are longer phases, or we call it adverbial. For example, when did you go to the UK and how long did you stay? Okay, last year is an answer of the question word when. For a month is answering how long. Last year as well as for a month, both are talking about adverbs of time. And there are many different adverbs of time. Let's take a look. What are they? Some most useful adverbs of time or adverbial phases are afterwards, ago, already, at once, before, early, finally, for a week or for a month, etc. Immediately, just, last or next or late, now, recently, shortly, since then, last year, and a specific day like Tuesday, Monday, etc. Still, then, today, tomorrow, until, till, yesterday, yet, lately, soon. There are some special adverbs of time, which means the same when it functions as an adjective or as an adverb. Let's take a look. The adverbs late has the same meaning as the adjective, and both are opposites to early. Lately has a similar meaning to recently, which is a different meaning of the word late. And it is used mostly with present perfect tense, like this. They arrived late again. They have been very busy lately. The first one, late, is telling you the time of arrival. And the other one, lately, is talking about recently been busy. Another one, short and shortly. Adverb short has a similar meaning to the adjective, but it isn't really common. Besides, the word shortly has the same meaning of soon. Robin was too far from the target, so the arrow fell short. Short means not far distant. They will arrive shortly. Shortly means soon. There's some hints. Already, just, since, and yet. These four adverbs of time often used with the present perfect tense. The other very important information about using of adverbs of time are the positions of them. You can use adverbs of time at the beginning of a sentence or after the sentence, or even before the main verb, or some other useful hints that you could place the adverbs of time. Let's take a look. The positions of adverbs of time could be very different. Depends on the individual words you use. Time adverbs usually go at the beginning or at the end of a clause. Last year, I went to UK, or I went to UK last year. But some adverbs like already, eventually, finally, just, now, recently, and soon, they could go before the main verb or after the auxiliary verb. like this. I eventually went to the UK. She is already living in the UK. However, when we are using adverbs of time for a sentence that omits the subject, or people call it imperative, it will be very different. Let's take a look. Imperative emphasis with adverbs. Imperative emphasis with adverbs until or till. We always put the time at the end. And what is imperative? Imperative is a sentence type which omits the subject and is similar to an order like come here, sit down please. And we always put the adverb of time at the end of the sentence, like call me tomorrow, or I will be here till next week. Till next week and tomorrow are adverbs of time. We put it at the end of a sentence. And there are some hints. The word ago is an adverb of time which can only be placed after a time period. I started this project 6 months ago. Well, very nice. That's all for today. Like this video and subscribe our channel. See you next time. Goodbye.